They once told you that cheese was the enemy. It was nothing but fat, dangerous for your heart, and practically a heart attack on a plate. But the truth is completely different. The very food you've been told to avoid for years could actually be the secret weapon in your fight against muscle loss after 60. Did you know that 99% of seniors have no idea that just 3 specific cheeses can rebuild muscle faster than most supplements on the market? One of them, in fact, was proven in a 2023 study to boost leg strength by 28% in only 90 days. And why haven't you heard about this? Because big supplement companies don't want you to know that a simple food sitting in your fridge could outperform their expensive powders and pills. These cheeses don't just contain protein. They contain bioactive compounds that switch muscle regeneration back on at the cellular level. In other words, they don't just feed your body, they wake it up. Before I reveal them, let me ask you 2 questions. Have you noticed your strength declining even though you think you're eating enough protein? And do you struggle with everyday tasks like opening jars or climbing the stairs? If so, let us know in the comments, because we read every single one and reply with helpful tips. Now, let's begin with the first cheese, Parmesan. This is the hard, salty, nutty cheese usually sprinkled on pasta or baked into a crust, but don't let its topping reputation fool you. Inside Parmesan lies a treasure of leucine, an amino acid known as the switch for muscle building in older adults. When leucine levels are high enough, your body can flip the muscle building process back on, even when testosterone and growth hormone have declined with age. A 2021 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who consumed leucine from aged cheeses like Parmesan increased their muscle protein synthesis by 38% compared to those who consumed standard protein. That's not just a number, it's the difference between standing, book shaky, and walking tall with confidence. Parmesan also has another advantage, digestibility. Because it is aged for 12 to 36 months, it has almost no lactose, making it safe even for those with mild lactose intolerance. Just 30 to 40 grams a day apiece, smaller than your palm can, make a difference. The secret is timing. Eat half after morning activity, even just a walk, and the other half with dinner, when muscles absorb protein best. But make sure you choose authentic Parmigiano Reggiano, those crunchy white crystals inside that show its high protein content. Avoid pre-shredded supermarket versions, which often contain fillers like cellulose that interfere with absorption. Take Margaret, for example. At 67, she had lost 15% of her muscle mass and had fallen twice in 3 months. But after 12 weeks of consistent Parmesan intake and light resistance exercises, she regained 7% of her lost muscle, slimmed her waist, and today, she even teaches yoga at her community center. Now let's move on to the second. Cheese. Cottage cheese. Soft, white, and often dismissed as bland diet food, it's actually one of the most powerful muscle-preserving foods for older adults. The secret is casein protein, the slowest digesting protein in nature. Casein feeds your muscles steadily for hours. And this is crucial because nighttime is when your body loses the most muscle. When you sleep, your body enters a fasted state and pulls nutrients from your muscles to fuel your organs. But if you eat a cup of cottage cheese before bed, your muscles receive a slow, steady drip of amino acids all night long, preventing breakdown. In a 2022 study, men aged 65 to 75 who consumed 30 grams of protein from cottage cheese before bed gained over 2.5 pounds of lean muscle in just 12 weeks without changing their workouts. The ideal serving is 150 to 200 grams, about a cup. Choose full fat or 2% versions, as the fat slows digestion and helps you sleep better. Mix with cinnamon, berries, or a spoon of honey if you need flavor, but avoid sugary granola or jam, which will spike your blood sugar and ruin the effect. Another common mistake is buying whipped or low protein. Versions always check the label to make sure you're getting at least 13 to 15 grams of protein per 100 grams. Patricia's story proves it. At 67, she felt her legs heavy and struggled just to get out of bed. Her protein intake was too low, and she was losing muscle fast. We asked her to simply add 1 full cup of cottage cheese before bed. After 8 weeks, her scans showed a 14% increase in leg muscle. And for the first time in years, she was sleeping through the night and waking up strong. Finally, let's talk about the #1 cheese, ricotta. Soft, creamy, and often found in lasagna or Italian desserts, it may look innocent. But inside it carries one of the most complete proteins on earth, whey. Unlike other cheeses, ricotta is made from whey, rich in fast-digesting proteins, BCAAs, lactoferrina, bioactive peptide that protects muscle fibers from inflammation and oxidative stress. Here's why this matters. After 65, muscle loss accelerates, and inflammation silently eats away at healthy tissue. Ricotta doesn't just build muscle, it shields it. A 2023 study in the American Journal of Physiology showed that older adults who ate 150 grams of ricotta daily improved muscle size by 35%, walking speed by 19%, and leg power by 28%. In just 3 months, kind of change is almost unheard of without intense training. Ricotta works best right after activity walking, gardening, even climbing stairs, when muscles are most receptive to protein. Add half a cup to whole grain toast with tomato and olive oil, stir it into scrambled eggs, or blend it into a smoothie with banana and almond butter. Always choose fresh, plain ricotta, and avoid treating it like dessert with chocolate or jam, which leads to fat storage instead of muscle growth. And remember, consistency is key at least 4 to 5 days a week. Robert, a 75-year-old retired taxi driver, is living proof. With type 2 diabetes and thinning legs, he was told a wheelchair was inevitable. But after adding 200 grams of ricotta to his lunch 5 days a week and walking just 10 minutes daily, he no longer needed his cane. In 9 weeks, he gained 16% lean muscle and even stabilized his blood sugar. "I got my legs back," he said, "and I didn't even feel like I was dieting." So here's what you need to remember. Parmesan flips the switch too. Build muscle. Cottage cheese protects and feeds your muscles through the night. Ricotta revives your strength from the inside out. Together, these 3 cheeses are powerful allies against sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that robs so many seniors of independence. Now the question is, which one will you try first? Have you noticed your muscles getting weaker? What has worked for you so far? Share with us in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. And if this video helped you, please share it with a loved one. It could be giving them the strength to stand tall again. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.